Hello, TV. We today explore the participants, our organization, and we are together with Sebastian, of course, and we've met new and yet. And I have some question for you, Sebastian. How the person feel like all of experience, like the Erasmus Plus project?
Yeah. So how does it feel for people to do an Erasmus Plus project?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, generally, we have a lot of young people in our organisation, and some of them have never been and travelled before. So I tell them that I ask them if they watched the film The Matrix, and I say it's the kind of the blue pill, red pill moment, because once you've decided which pill you want to take, you can never unsee what you've seen, right? And so I believe in experiential learning, and what Erasmus Plus does is provide us the opportunity to have an experience, to see something that we would never have seen. And I think what's really special about these programs is that not only does it take me to all of these different countries, but often it's taken me to parts of the country that I would never have gone to otherwise. If for example, you're from Turkey, if I go to Turkey, I will probably go to Istanbul or maybe even Ankara.
Yeah.
But with these Erasmus Plus projects, there's projects all over the country. And so I see and understand a different part of the country that I would probably, as a tourist, would never see.
Yeah.
And I sit with people like you who sit down and talk to me and explain to me, and then I have friends from them places. And the friendships that we build in Erasmus Plus, they can be forever.
Yeah.
And so it's an incredible experience, an incredible opportunity, and I would recommend anybody to take it on. You have nothing to lose doing an Erasmus project.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, we can keep the chance another countries, another cultures, and another peoples. Yeah, I get it. And how did you decide to make a career of the Erasmus Plus?
I think I was indoctrinated into these programs.
Yes.
So the first...
yeah, especially first time.
So my first project was in 1997, and it was a youth exchange to the Netherlands, and it was with the twin town of my hometown in the UK. And I remember we went there for this youth exchange, and the idea was to create an internet magazine, right? That was the thing that we were going to do. And at the time, the participants was asking, what's my email address? I didn't even have an email address. It's the first time I made an email address. And we were talking about the internet, and I said, I think the internet is kind of boring. I don't think it's going to be very successful. Mm-hmm. I think it will just come and go. Mm-hmm. And the guys told me, like, are you crazy? Like, this is a revolution. This is like information for the rest of our lives. And so it taught me, like, I need to learn something. And learning that there was a chance for me as a young person to go and travel to all these different places was absolutely incredible, right? I became addicted. I mean, I just wanted to do it more and more and more and more. And then I wanted to create projects, and then I wanted to write projects. So I've been in this 20 plus years now, right?
Wow.
And my whole career has evolved around these programs and seeing their evolution. And I think that being a participant at the beginning really influenced me a lot. It helped me to build my skills into project creating, project planning, project writing, and then just my own curiosity on that topic. And that's kind of how I built my career on that.
I get it. And then I have a similar questions, your answer. How it feels for you to travel and work at the same time?
Travel and work at the same time. It can be challenging. It can be really difficult. I remember one year I was doing a lot of projects, and I ended up spending 10 months away from home.
10 months.
Yeah, so I was going from project to project to project, and to be honest, that was very tiring, right? So there is this kind of glamorous idea of traveling and working, but it's working, you know,
Yeah.
and you're working in locations that you don't know and you don't always understand, and you've got to turn up somewhere and you've got to just start working and operating, right? So it can be really difficult, but if you learn to adapt and to build, and then you can make projects anywhere in the world, right? And despite that, would I swap it for a 9 to 5 in an office? I don't know. I don't think I can go back to that, right? And this kind of, you know, traveling, seeing places, connecting with people, it's what a lucky experience to kind of to engage in such a thing, and for all the difficulties, it's wonderful.
So can we say it's not only work or not only travel? It's the similar things, but it's only together and connection each other.
Yeah, sure. I mean, of course, if you need to sit down and get on with something, it's much easier to be in one space and to sit down and to concentrate and to focus.
Yeah.
Than if you're physically traveling on trains and buses and whatever, it's an additional challenge. And then when you need to deliver projects in different countries, it adds to the challenge, but it adds to the excitement too, right? So,
Yeah. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And nice to meet you again, Sebastian.
Thank you very much.